Commitment. Did you ever made a promise to someone that you're gonna be doing something or deliver on something and you didn't do it? Either you missed on the deadline or you just let it go and it didn't happen? If the answer is yes, so stay with me until the end of this video and I'm gonna give you 3 tips really to help you stay committed. Before getting into those 3 tips, I would like to give you a bit of context. Commitment is part of your integrity. You know, integrity is what we are in us. Integrity is one of the key pillars for success. If you want to be successful in life, we have to have a lot of integrity. And integrity, for the ones who knows the pyramid of success, is one of the pillars that comes under the passions. And integrity has really 3 key elements that I'm going to share with you here very quickly. The first one is reliability. You know, reliability is very important. If someone asks you to do something, or if you promise to do something to someone, you need to be able to deliver on it. You need to be reliable. People should be able to rely on you, to trust you, to believe in you, to know that if I'm gonna be going with you, it's gonna happen. You're gonna make it happen. I know it's in good hands. So you need to be reliable, and this is a fundamental of your integrity. The second point is the honesty. We have to be honest. Lying has never been a key for success. People who have climbed the ladder to reach the success, they cannot reach there just by lying. One day or another they will fail. They have to be honest. They have to treat people with honesty. Be good to them and don't cheat, because cheating one day or another also provoke failures. So don't believe that people who have reached the top, reach it just because they've been cheating. And if they reach by cheating, by not being honest, by not respecting people, by not behaving properly, one day or another it gets to be known, and it either damages their reputation of being a successful person, or also sometimes they lose completely their money. So if they don't have values, it just doesn't work. You all seen this movie, this crazy movie, the Wolf of Wall Street. He's going so crazy and he's using so many tricks, lying to people, not being honest, and that at the end, he ended up losing everything, So that's really not an example. You cannot be successful if you are constantly lying, if you are not going to be trusted, if you are dishonest, if you are cheating. It cannot be. Honesty is a key, it's very important. It's very important that really we can be trustworthy, and lying is something that should not exist even in our vocabulary, our dictionary. We really have to be honest from the profound of ourselves and be good to other people, so people can also believe in us and trust us. The third pillar is sincerity. We have to be sincere. It's very important that if we say something to someone, it has to come from the heart, and we have to believe in it. We should not just think just for saying it and saying something that doesn't exist or we don't believe in just because it makes life easier, or it enables things for us, or it makes people around us wanting to hear what they want to hear. We have to be very careful with that. It does happen to me, as well. When my wife comes to me and she looks at me, oh, look at me, did I put on weight today, or do I have a bit of belly fat, whatever it is, even if it's true, assuming, which is not the case, in case she's watching this video, but the simple answer is, for me, from the deepest of my heart, is, baby, I love you the way how you are, and that's why I married you, for what you are in the inside. And I think it's very important as well that we tell people around us in sincerity what we believe. So you have ways to say things. If you cannot say the things sincerely, better remain silent, avoid saying something that you don't believe in, or generally turn into the positive aspect of this person, or the surrounding, or the people around you, to find the way really to remain sincere. Alright, so those are mainly the 3 pillars that forms the integrity, which is really the value of the people. And as a matter of fact, really the commitment that we have across all those 3 pillars, reliability, honesty and sincerity, really this is what builds up really our personality. And these are actually qualities that together, when you put them together, they encompass the genuineness. It does impacts our human character. It does impact who we are. It reflects on us. People really will judge us by how we are from the outside, how we behave with them, how we deal with them, and what we give to others. And the integrity, the reliability, the honesty and sincerity are the key important elements in that case. Now, without ado, I will now give you the 3 tips to help you. Tip number 1 actually is make fewer commitments. If you tend to always miss on your promise and you're not being reliable and people cannot really trust you and start to see that this person is not trusted, doesn't deliver on what she's doing, and you always tell things that you're not really sincere on because you start to feel like I'm saying something but I'm not delivering on it, so I'm not sincere when I tell people I'm going to do it, people start to lose trust. Make fewer commitments. Learn to say no. If something you feel that you're under a lot of pressure, you don't have time for it, you have other priorities and you cannot deliver on it, just say no. I'm sorry, you cannot do it, or give them a different timelines or deadline. Just make sure that you only take few actions in terms of what you can deliver on, so you remain committed. Alright, the second tip is actually write them down. Whenever you commit to something, just make sure that you write it. You know, surveys have proved that close to 86% of the cases that we write get actioned and we deliver on it. So just give the test. If you have something to do, take a notebook, write it down, and you'll see you have 86% of chance that you deliver on it. Now, the point number 3, the tip number 3 that could help you make it happen is that make it important. Make those tasks that you need to do, those promises that you committed on, make them important. Make sure you deliver on them. So make them big. Generally, we deliver on something which is very urgent, that is on top of our list. That's, really, if we don't do it, something will happen. Just put yourself in a mindset that when you write them down, make them super important. I really need to do that. It's like, when you promise to your child that you're going to go back home on time and you're going to read them a story before go to bed. So you promise to do that when you leave in the morning, but you stay there for some stay at work quite late, and by late night you get back at home, your daughter or your son is waiting with his book, sleeping in his bed, already gone, was waiting for you. How does this feel? For the kid and as well for the parent that you are. So it's very important that we remain committed and we say this is very important for me, because if I don't do it, my son or my kid will not be happy with me. I will have a disconnect with them and I will feel bad about them. I'm not showing them the example. So then the next day you do everything it takes to arrive on time so you can be committed to read them the story so it happens on time. Let's be honest with ourselves, we commit to do a lot of things in our life, not only towards people but towards ourselves. How many of us have also committed to lose some weight and we never acted on it? We committed to go visit some family, never acted on it. So many instances of things that we have around us that we commit ourselves to do and we don't make it happen. So really use those 3 tips that I just shared with you to just help you out to remain committed. And on top of it, don't forget, integrity is very important. These are our core values. We need to be reliable. We need to keep our honesty on and really be sincere in whatever you do and whatever you say around to people. So this is my friend. If you like this video, please do not hesitate to share it around with whoever you think it could also help. And do not hesitate to put some thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you have any comment and question, do not hesitate to put them down. I'll make sure I read them out and make sure that also I get you an answer. So as usual, my friend, listen to your heart, follow your passion and take action right now. Ciao, ciao.